Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure and this is Train Fever. Now, it's a somewhat unconventional opener for you today because I've got a train with an attitude problem. Last time around I built this route, where are we here? We're Rago 1, and I'm trying to get this chap to go to the depot. Right, here he is, there's the train, and up here is the depot, right? Get out of the way. There's too much in the way. And yes, so for some reason, he's decided that no, too good to go to the depot. Me, I'm not going to do it. Which can only mean that I've got a bit of something missing here somewhere. And the thing is, it was working. So what have I got missing? I mean, there's no gap in that track. That's all fine, and this depot is plumbed in properly. So where's the problem? Anyway, while you were away, I fast forwarded by maybe a year, I guess, just enough time to trigger the next Arriere, and the next Arriere has actually done good things for us. The Class 53 Prussian is with us. Again, it's another flaming European engine. Well, it's a European game, so I suppose that's to be expected. But, you know, I'm hoping for some good British stuff coming along before too long. Right, I just bought that. Where are you? Here you go. That's what we need. I don't. Right. Good. Indecision abounds. Anyway, well, I'm going to get the route that we started out with last time round. I think that's American. Someone will tell me whether the Claire Story car is American or not. I'm gonna go out on a limb and suggest that it probably is. Right, what do we like? 60,000 or 54,000? Cheaper running costs on. We'll take the Bavarian. No, let's mix it up. We'll use some of these DSB Litra AEs. Right. Let's hook this fella up with a good scattering. What's that? 1632. That's 64. Right, now facing off against this chap, and the reason that the other train is don't tell me you're waiting for a free path. You can't possibly be waiting. There is nothing wrong with the flaming path. Okay, now I've got multiple trains with an attitude problem, which can only mean that there's a problem with the track. I figured I'd start while I had a problem with the track because it keeps it interesting, but I literally only just found it. Right, what's the problem? What's your issue? If I murder that, because the other problem you've got, Sunshine, is you've got a train coming the other way as well. So how about I turn you round? Right, we'll plumb that in there. There should not be any terrain flipping alignment collision. I'm going to have to delete that bit as well, aren't I? Right, let's get rid of that. Yeah. Give it some of that. That signal's facing the right way, isn't it? Yeah. I even put an extra signal on to keep people happy. Right, turn around and stop. Let's see if we can get this first one out. Right, there we go. Here's the new train. No cause for celebration right now, but we will get to that. Equally, I want to check that route is doing something. Well, it's doing something. It's not quite ready. But now let's, because the odd thing was that this route was working when it was just Amersfoort to Rago. That was working fine, and this is not what I wanted to spend today doing. So how about you shake a leg? You quit being a stroppy knickers, and we'll get this show on the road. And there's another train on the track here somewhere as well, which Gould only knows what's going on with that. Maybe if I do it like this, maybe that will make you happier. I can't see why it would make any difference. Right, get rolling. Head for the depot. And then don't give me any of your lip vis-a-vis, oh, I can't find my way there. If you go in a straight line, you know, like trains do, you shouldn't have a problem. Go on, go. I'm even going to press the fast forward button. That's how impatient I am for this flipping thing to get a wriggle on and get the Okay, for some reason there was a problem with that junction. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. Right, we can slow it back down again. Now, where's the third amigo? I don't know what you're thinking you're doing. You're on the wrong side of the track, mate. You just clear off. In fact, what should we do with you? I mean, normally I would just set these guys to update, right, to upgrade themselves, but they're too new, so it's not going to pay off. Right, kill that. Buy me a new train. I want a Prussian. Have one of those. Thank you. Have you got enough? Have you got enough coaches on there? No, you need another one or two. There you go, 64. Now, get to work. Okay, right. That's 2 in the right kind of idea. Where's that one cleared off to? Right, now what I want from you, friend, is I want you facing the other way. Now, if I stick a quick diamond on here, maybe it'll do it. And it's going to have to be a quick diamond because we've got trains coming. Right, where are you going? You're heading for the depot still. Right, go ahead for this depot. That's the one I want you to go to. Nuts. I've missed it. Missed me opening. Hold on. Hold everything. You. Stick your brake on. Where are you? Pause. Thank you. Right, and then I should have a signal here anyway. Oh, there isn't a vehicle in the way. I'm putting it there with the vehicle already stopped. I should be allowed to do that. Now, you do it. Excellent. Right, let's get rid of this signal because that's now in the wrong place. You resume mission. Okay, and then hopefully... No. Resume mission. Waiting for a free path. What manner of free path are you waiting for? There is nothing for miles. Why has everybody got an attitude problem today? Alright, okay, look. How about you turn round, right? No, hold on. You are waiting for a free path. Where are you? Oh, you're waiting for this guy to get his acting gear. Right, I moved the wrong engine. In that case, everybody ignore that. That's all fine. Everything's fine here. It's all going perfectly to plan. Perfectly. Nuts. Right, good. Signal's in the place. This is going to the depot. These two are good, although I'm going to want to... It's because I've got them in the wrong order. That's in second. That's in first. There you go. 13 passengers on board. That's actually pretty respectable. I'm going to let that get a bit of a lead. Just wait for the other one to come into shot. Where are you? There you go. You, sir, you wait there. Just while I figure this out, you can wait. Buy another train. Let's get the Prussian. Buy one of those. Thank you very much. And then you get back to work. Pretty sure I had the right number. Yeah, there we go. Okay, right, good. Yes, almost. Where's the other one up to? It's got a pretty good lead. You roll it. Okay, look, I mean, I could restart the episode here, couldn't I? But I think you probably enjoyed that. Or not. Well, your mileage varies, maybe. Right, okay, so on to today's scheme. Shall we run through this route just quickly? This thing's the fair tearing its way across the countryside. Let's slow things back down to a walking pace. So here we go. We go across the open plains of Denmark. Here we go. There's an open plains of Denmark shot for you. See, people don't appreciate that sometimes all you've got to do is just sit there and let something go trundling past, and you just kind of go, nice. Right, so yes, open plains of Denmark across this magnificent stone edifice all the way out to Brian, VA, whereupon we pick up some people, fling it around, and head back to base. Now, I've got a couple of lines to mothball. That one and that one. We're now running the super line. Meanwhile, the Southern Europe needs an upgrade, but I'm not going to do that today. Today, we are going to make a light railway. Yes, friends, I've got 7 million quid in the bank, and I'm going to make it work. That's, you know, the voice of unrealistic optimism there. Now, one of the things that I want to do is keep it separate to everything else, to the other road users. 2-lane road, 50 miles per hour. I don't think that works. I don't think... Okay, someone's going to be able to tell me. Do trams play by the same speed limits as cars? Let's do a... What do we think? What do we think? I don't know. I don't want to limit them to 25. Let's do the small stuff and see if that actually works or not. So we're going to use country road so that we don't get houses built along the way. Not that that would be a bad thing particularly, but I don't want road traffic on there. Equally, I then want a bus and tram station here. And this is a terminus. It's almost like I deliberately left enough space there. Right, so I'm going to electrify immediately to save me having to do it later. So that's going to be quite nice. And we're going to run all the way. Yeah, I know. Equally, you see, I mean, I could use the bridge that's already there, but no, that's not exciting enough. Now, the sheer volume of trams that I'm going to have to run on here is such that for a long time this isn't going to make me any money at all. What's the other one doing? Are you inclining? You are inclining up, so we'll do the steady on. That's better. Yeah, so I mean, until we get, you know, some electric chaps that can actually, you know, get a bit of a head of speed going. Should we give you a glamorous look at this? The amount of work that's gone into putting this bridge together, and it's only costing me 40 grand. I mean, why I don't just do everything on the road, I don't know. Well, partly because, you know, it's not called road fever. But yes, I'm going to mirror this, the existing highway all the way along, and then potentially take more interesting routes when the opportunity presents itself. Yeah, you'll see. This is going to work. Anyway, this is going to be the main passenger routes for these kind of northern Mediterranean, North African, Southern European. I think we'll call this the Mediterranean route. Okay, so this is the Mediterranean line. Fix that in your heads if you'd be so kind. Yeah, I know, I just ploughed through a field. Look, you might like the look of the fields. I'm not that fussed by them. So fields are fair game as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, this is the Mediterranean line, and it's going to be the main driver, apart from whatever goods get scared up, for the two island towns that we have in this part of the map. Now, what I'd really like to see is that they burst their banks in terms of reach, of town limit size, and you know, get really quite sizable. Right, this is doing some kind of weird little curvy thingamajig down here. We're gonna be a little bit more straightforward than that, both figuratively and literally. There we go. Right, let's go across there. That's quite an extreme bridge, isn't it? What do we got here? Too much slope. I don't think it's too much slope. I think the slope is pretty reasonable. There we go. Right, now, how do you feel about that? You're unable to do anything useful. Oh, but that works. We'll stick with this this modernist, freaking enormous. I don't like it. It's too big. What if we? Is there somewhere else we could take it that would make it calmer? No, we're going to have to go with it. Well, it's functional, but it's not especially realistic. That's quite extreme. Anyway, the next challenge, of course, is going to be to get across to Pacific Diamond. And obviously, I do not want to. I don't want to mix with the other road. What about? Now, how about? No, maybe, no. If I wiggle this enough, where can we get to? I quite like this little green girder number. Not enough space. How's that? That could do it. Right, and that's right on the outskirts of Pacific Diamond, which is exactly where I want this to be. I have met up with the road, but that's okay. No, it's not. I don't want to meet up with the road. All right. There we go. That's that solved. Right. What are you going to do instead? Have you got an alternative plan there? We'll take it round over here, and then we'll stop. Oh, no, that was good. I like that. Do it again. Something like that. Okay, and then you can pop a bridge over the top. There we go, like that. We'll use a bit of stone. There we go, and that should be plenty of space to electrify that underneath. Right, hook that up like this, and we'll do something better with that in the future. Right, so let's get our second tram station up here. Something along these lines. Terrain alignment colliding everywhere. Oh, come on, one of these has got to work. Alright, okay, what if I do it separate to the... Oh, it's only going to do it if I'm connected to the road. Well, that's a pain. Alright, continue round. Now, as much as I don't want to continue round, because this is using buildable space that houses could be stuck on, my station takes precedence. There we go. Alright, so that's the first route, right? Rowan to Pacific Diamond. It's huge. It's a really long way from one end to the other. And then, of course, I need to also head out to Skippachu. Now, the question is, what's going to be the best way of doing that? I think the best way of doing that is going to be to cut up here. And I'm going to try and follow the coast round, and then we'll just island hop to get the last bit in. Now, getting Skippachu to grow is going to be a proper challenge. I mean, it's not just about feeding it goods. That's the easy bit. It's also about feeding it passengers. And that's where this light rail comes into its own, is getting some passengers at least rolling. Now, if it gets big enough, then something on... well, here we go. I mean, you know, something, south of France here? That could work quite nicely. Equally, in Italy, we could possibly pull something off. I don't know. But it's going to be a trial and error to get the growth going on in Skippachu. But I think the adventure's going to be worth it. Right, onwards. And obviously, once I've got all of this in place, because I'm not going to be running, you know, trucks, buses down here. This is going to be trams. And with a bit of luck, you know, as much as I'm going to describe it as light rail, it's not. It's trams. Right, and then... Ooh, you've taken a strange angle there. It works, though. Okay, you've gone a little further than is ideal. And then we'll have a tram station right on the edge of the island. Which, again, is using up buildable space that I don't particularly want to use. But hey, if it works, and it does... that could be kind of cool. Equally, while I'm here, I think I will run a kind of a medium street across just below, or is above going to be better, to try and encourage the AI. Basically, I want to try and get the AI, you know, thinking in terms of growth. What the AI thinks, you know, is possibly beyond my comprehension. Oh, look, that's nice. Can we stone? Yeah, we can stone bridge that. All right, we'll put that in. And we'll see if it develops of its own accord, but if it doesn't, I might have to do that myself. Anyway, right, look, upgrade time. Where are we? I want this, yes, tramway, electrified. Alright. Yeah, look at that. There we go, smashing. Okay, well, I mean, the scenery on this route is worth it, frankly. There's, you know, there's no shortage of eye candy along the way here. And there we go. Here's our first leg. And obviously, you know, the other thing that I've got to do in order to get this working is to set up some road connections to these little stations, because obviously I want passengers to get to them somehow. I just want to discourage them from taking their own motorized transportation and abusing the light rail route. As you can see, look, there is nothing but tram tracks here. Now, a wise person whose name eludes me, surprise, surprise, suggested that the combination of tram tracks and bus routes means that your trucks can use it and your trams can use it, but AI traffic cannot. Now that sounds great, and I might look into it in the future. I might upgrade with that in mind. But to be honest, I don't even want my trucks and stuff using it. As much as it will be more efficient for them. Come on, it's not that difficult. Admittedly, I'm making it harder for myself by doing it from miles away. But right, bit of that. Where are we? We're almost there. Okay, good. See, I've got, you know, I've got no doubt in my mind that this is going to be a very expensive white elephant of a line to start with. But I have absolute faith that it's going to cause both growth in the two island. Well, I guess you could call Pacific Diamonds an island-based town. But yeah, I think it's going to cause growth in both of those. And at the same time generate some profit once we get underway. Right, now I need a tram depot. There we go, electric tram depot. Oh, look at that, just like that. How beautiful is that? Well, maybe not that beautiful. Right, new line. And as you can see, I've got 9 million in the bank after building this route. Now, this route was not particularly expensive, but my financial situation is you know, just fabulous. So you know, I've got all kinds of opportunities available for fiddling around on this one. But I think my early goal is going to be the same as it always is, which is just get everything connected up and running and what have you. Right, so I'm going to call this the Mediterranean line. I know, there's me blowing tradition out of the water with an unconventional naming scheme. Right. Okay, now I'm going to need a few trams here. We've got this steam tram for the moment. 7 whole passengers can it carry, but it's going to be better than... Yes. Well, it'll do. Right, I'm going to want, I don't know, that many? How many is that? 9? Yeah, perfect. Off you go. Get to work. Now, these guys, even with 9 on that route, let's have a look. 8 minutes. 8 minutes isn't bad. And in fact, you know, 9's a weird number, so, you know, let's have 10. You get to work on the Mediterranean line. Now, 10 on there, which takes it to 8 minutes. Now, once I can electrify, well, once I can get some slightly more modern vehicles running on here, it's going to pay off. Can we get all the trams in the world? I mean, people are going to die of old age before they reach their destination on these things, but you know, that's their lookout, not mine. Right, while they're getting underway, let's repay the whole of this loan. Not that I need to, I can afford all the interest and what have you, but by repaying it all as soon as you can take it out again when you need it. Alright, who should we follow? Should we follow Captain No, let's follow the second one here. There we go. They don't exactly shift. I think that's fair to say. Equally, I'm trusting in the game to space them out a little as time progresses. I suspect, in fact, I don't even suspect, I know for a fact that we're going to have all 10 in motion before the first one gets anywhere near Pacific Diamond. And look at it, it's all the way over there. There's no chance they're going to be evenly spaced. But we'll trust in them working that out over time. Anyway, that's going to... Is it? Yes. Let's go. I'm going to leave those to it just for a moment and see where we're... Yeah, you thought I was going to wrap up there. So did I. How are we looking over here? 50 passengers waiting. Now, obviously, they're waiting to go in both directions. This is good. Right, where's the next train? Well, there's no sound of a train. Right, where are we? Oh, there we go. We've got one coming in now. Hey, excellent. Right, that's going to take us to the bridge. Not this green number, but the bridge generally. The end of the end of the line. The bridge is the middle section. What are you talking about, you fool? Yes, that's going to. Next time. I haven't really thought about it. I've been mucking around in Europe for long enough. Europe. So I think it's high time I paid some due care and attention to my comrades in the North Americans. And yeah, we'll do just that. So I have no idea what I'm going to do in North America, but it will be in North America. It's going to be a mystery to you and to I, and with a bit of luck, between us we'll have a jolly whizzy time. So thanks very much for tuning in today. I've been Colonel Failure. Chuck us a like, subscribe if you have not yet done so, because subscribers make prizes. Okay, that didn't work. Thanks very much for watching. I'll catch you very soon. Cheerio.